So Congressman Mullin is the congressman from Oklahoma.
Congressman Mullin.
Yes. Thanks, Billy. Appreciate it. I don't have to bend down to the mic. I got to bend it down towards me. Hey, guys, first of all, thank you so much. I want to thank our panel and thank all of our guests for being here. When you start thinking about the workforce, as was alluded to earlier, I do have a plumbing company that employs about 200 people, plus I have a HVAC company, electrical company, trucking company, a construction company, an environmental company. I have 9 different companies. And the workforce is almost impossible to hire for. The biggest issue we have is actually people passing drug tests. And then those that can pass a drug test because they do have a prescription written for whatever injury they may have, because it is a construction industry, it's very difficult for them to be able to operate equipment, because my insurance company will say, well, they can, you know, legally they can work for you, but they can't work for you. They can't be out on a job site. And we've been treating more and more people, unfortunately, by prescription drugs. Now, I stand in front of you for a guy that's had 4 surgeries just this year. I have more metal in my body than what I can even begin to explain. When I go through TSA, we have a very close encounter. And I'm not kidding. I've had surgeries from my nose to my toes. And so I understand pain. I understand rehab. I understand the issue that we deal with. But the opioid epidemic is going beyond just the workforce. It's also entering into our families. It's busting our families up. And it's financially taking a strain. As a member of the Air Conditioning Contractors of America, as I said, we do have an HVAC company. It's one of the things that associations are dealing with constantly. A meeting I just walked out of was about trades and about individuals coming in and wanting to work. Once again, though, I go back to the whole thing is trying to get people to pass a drug test. 4 out of 5 heroin users now started because they were prescribed addictive opiates. And painkillers are quite different than most drugs that are out there. An individual that gets addicted to painkillers did it accidentally. Someone that's taken heroin or meth, they're taking a drug and they know what they're taking. They knew they were a drug addict. When someone gets prescribed 30 days of prescriptions medicine, and if you listen to most medical journals will even tell you that after about 3 days, that high intensity of drug to numb the pain isn't needed. And after about 7 to 10 days, your body becomes dependent on it. And yet we're prescribing them for 30 days, and they go back into the doctor, and the doctor asks them what their pain level is, and they say it's still high, but what they don't realize is they're actually experiencing withdrawals, not pain from the injury that took place. And now the individual accidentally became addicted to painkillers. And then the spiral effect takes place. And now it's having an effect on our economy. It's having an effect on our families. It's having an effect on us, or this room wouldn't be packed. This has touched my home multiple times. My wife and I raised my niece, who unfortunately had an issue in her family. A good friend of mine's father, who never drank, never was into drugs, went in for an elective surgery, got addicted to painkillers, and decided to end his life. I got a brother-in-law who is currently serving a 15-year stint in prison because at a young age he got addicted to painkillers that was left in a cabinet. Most of you in here probably have similar experiences. So what are we going to do about it? We're going to bring experts in. We're going to talk about it. We're going to continue to fight it. But ultimately, the responsibility starts here. Starts with me. Most of you guys in here have been prescribed pain medicine at some point, right? See, the difference is I choose not to take it because I've seen what it does. I know that I can set my jaw and make it through those 3 days. My wife says that I'm not normal. I explained to her that's true. Never claimed to be. But the idea, I know the fear that it faces too. I'm not willing to take the risk. Guys, I want to thank you for your patience to listen to me, but I also want to thank you for your passion to come and listen to those on this panel. And I want to thank the panel for taking your time. This is something that's vitally important to me, not from just a business perspective, which is having, as I said, a drastic effect. I kid you not, we could probably double the size that we are today, hire that many more people if we could get them back into the workforce. I'm no different than most people. Our biggest challenge is hiring people in the workforce. But more importantly, it's restoring that individual back into society to be productive like they were before they got addicted to the pain medicine. We do that by talking out loud about it. So thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for giving me the time to be here. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about it. I'm always going to be involved in it. So if we can do anything for you, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Once again, thanks for letting us interrupt you too. I didn't want that to happen because you was on a roll, and I was remembering the commercials about this is your brain on drugs. I was seeing the egg hit the pan and start frying. Most of you guys probably don't remember that, but anyways, God bless you all. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.